ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short, and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew, in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
And we're live here from Atlanta, Georgia in the South region. First round action between the 7-seed Villanova taking on the 2-seed Duke Blue Devils, live in the booth in prime time. It's your boy Dick Dickey, and join me tonight, Riley. What's up, Riley?
Super excited for this matchup. I know both of these teams fairly well just because we've all watched Duke, and I've loved playing with Mojo for as long as I was able. One of the best players in the CSBA, if not the best, and we get to match up with these Nova Wildcats 2 times every season, pretty much it feels like, and so super familiar with them and how they play. Should be a good matchup.
Yes, this one should. Hopefully, we get some good high. We get the because Villanova's been very inconsistent all season. Let's see if we can get the right Nova squad. Hold on 1 second. Something seems a little off, but yeah, I hope we get the right Nova squad in this matchup, as this one should be a fun one between these two teams.
Absolutely, although it's a little bit of an interesting choice here, putting Damian Chambers up to try and hold Mojo in check. That seems like it could be real dangerous.
1 second, roster seem a bit off.
That could be a thing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's see. We're going to play some tunes here while we get this figured out. Sorry, guys. We'll get it fixed.
anybody out of Coco.
We're back here, ready for this one. Sorry about that one, but we want to make sure that everybody gets the correct lineups and the correct game plans in, because this all matters. Here is one and done here as you see these two teams ready for battle. I know you mentioned earlier, Rylick, you have familiarity with, I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but oh well. But with Mojo Rising,
Oh yeah,
he was on your squad last couple seasons.
the great one.
Yes, as this one will be a tough game for Villanova, as they look to, do the inevitable and try to get the upset here tonight, as they're led by their big men, Seti Blunt and Doc Gracos down low, as they'll be battling, in the paint with those guys. And, a guy to watch for the Wildcats off the bench, somebody I like, Jaden Andrews, who's really been a spark of offense for them, third in scoring on the squad. But they're led by this senior group. You see two of them out there, or three starting tonight, or four actually, 4 to 5 starters for Villanova are seniors: Allen, Seti Blunt, Fellows, and Gracos.
Yeah, it's a veteran squad. They're hoping that works in their favor, and we got to see Raccoon actually go to the bench this time as he requested.
Yes, sir. As we get this one kicked off, Villanova will start with possession.
I have to wonder if Nova expected to see Mojo at the 2 and they had tried to switch things up, but it may end up being very dangerous, as Damian Chambers is going to have his hands absolutely full trying to keep up with Mojo.
Yeah, Damian Chambers, not a guy they typically lean on for offense. The JUCO transfer, has a tall task. One of the best in the league is Meow, not able to get that one to go with that awkward shot.
Great defense there by the professor, though. Fellows is still doing a lot of work.
Yes, sir. Now Fellows blocked, and he gets it back. Seti Blunt gets that one snatched out of the air by Blanton. Now here's Meow getting the layup off the glass.
We've got a question, where'd the scoreboard go? It looks
Oh.
like we're a little bit under with the scoreboard below the ticker. Little technical difficulties. We're working through it here.
That one no good from the outside. Here come the other way. Mojo drawing the foul.
In Damien's defense there, at least, that wasn't an opportunity to put in a bucket.
Yes, sir. As he'll go to the line for 2. Mojo Rising. It's been a key guy for them. How is it now? That look good?
Much better, yes, thank you. We can see the score, we can see the time, everything's good.
Sorry about that, guys. As Mojo hits the first. Second one up and good. Mojo Rising in his senior year, looking to the draft. I mean, a lot of people have him listed as the #1 pick in the draft. This season averaging 16.8, 4.2 assists. Oh, and Fellows with a posterizing slam.
Definitely getting the crowd a little bit back on this Nova side. Lots of blue in the crowd for sure.
Yeah, it just depends on which blue they rocking.
Yep.
It's now Rising at the top of the key. Gets the screens. Now over to Sprouts for 3. Bang! Russell Sprouts.
Sprouts has definitely come on this season in a big way. You really can't afford to give him that much space. I think it's a good decision to have Braden Allen over there trying to slow him down, but unfortunately he just gave him a little too much room.
And now here's Allen. Thought about a step back. He has people open. Fellows in the corner. Knocks it down, but it'll say looks like his foot was on the off. This is 3.
Yep, they gave him a 3.
Shorty in the corner wasn't doing anything. She just was standing there.
I would have rioted if that wasn't a 3. That was a huge answer for Fellows.
Step back 3 from Sprouts, not able to go. Here comes Fellows the other way. Oh, stolen away by Yao. And something that Duke loves to do is run in transition, but a great heads-up play from Allen.
If that was Allen or Blunt who got a hand on it.
I think Allen did, and Blunt got the board. And oh, the other way, high off the glass, no good. Back to Fellows. Tough shot that time is good.
Tied it up. This has been a real battle here. I think a lot of people came in expecting Nova to just not be able to keep up with this high-octane Duke offense, but their defense has been really on point.
Rising bangs home the 3.
Mojo Rising, like always.
Rising up from downtown. I think this starting unit, as Villanova take the timeout, we'll talk through this one. I think Villanova starters can keep pace a bit with those starters from Duke. It's just this bench unit for Duke is so deep. I mean, 1 through 10, yeah. I think all those guys can start any given game.
For sure. And this is going to be a very big test, but I think that Nova may have some talent, and hopefully their game plan can keep them afloat.
Now it's Moffitt gets it. Oh, stolen from behind by the big guy. Now here's Khan. Passing it back out to Lewis. And now Khan able to get the screen. Good pass inside to Gunderson, who gets it to go off the glass. And he's just a man amongst boys down there.
I mean, certainly has the height over Bagwell.
Yeah, I think the tallest guy off the bench for Villanova is 6'11", so that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, they're running a power forward at center here, correct?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup, but hopefully the athleticism can help make up for it.
Yes, now here's Khan. Oh, and Andrews will draw the jump ball. Good active hands from him. Oh, and Nova gets the tip. So not a turnover in the stat sheet, but give them possession
Created
here.
something. Yep.
Now looking for Andrews off the screen. Pull up Trey. Bang! Jaden Andrews.
That's a big way to answer back. Keep them within 2. But like when you have Riley Hunter coming off your bench, and we all know just how dangerous he is.
Oh, and Riley Hunter, the senior as well. A lot of people don't know about the greatness of Riley Hunter. As he's headed on to the pro league, kind of took a step back in his role here this season for the Blue Devils. I'm only averaging 9. I mean, the last 2 seasons his play has gone down, but another 3. Wow.
Huge. This is Big East ball. They play hard and they keep things close.
And I think that's the benefit of playing in a tough conference, is when March Madness comes, you play those teams, and you know, after playing so many talented teams in conference, it just feels like another conference game for you as Gunderson steps out.
That's gonna cost them. But yeah, it's definitely something both these squads have, because the ACC took a enormous step forward this season, and the Big East's demise was much exaggerated early in the season. So it's one of those where if you play enough tough games, you're gonna get some things going.
It's that shot no good in the corner from Moffitt. Here comes Khan.
I like the take though by Moffitt.
Yeah, that was a good, you gotta trust your shot. Now Gunderson gets another mismatch down low over the smaller guy, and that's too easy.
I mean, even the center on this squad is a mismatch for him, just how big he is.
Yeah, you almost need him in the face. This Villanova take a timeout. We're back here, 3-point lead for the Blue Devils. Villanova still hanging tough here in this first quarter.
I mean, that's, I think, an exclusively Villanova way. I'm pretty sure that Villanova probably has more overtime games than any other team in the CSBA. Probably any 2 combined.
Oh, and that one, Blackwell able to sneak that one in. I thought Hunter had a block.
Now Duke's going to take another timeout to talk about it.
This coach Legion didn't like what he's seen.
Yeah, he must be yelling at Gaston Lewis.
There's a poor pick and roll defense there.
We haven't really called Lewis's name on this bench squad yet. It's mostly been Gunderson and Hunter so far.
And Hunter, another
a little bit of cone.
Getting a bucket inside.
Yeah.
Now Andrews, bang!
Ties
another
us up
3.
Get close.
Look at that, 4 of 6 from 3-point range here to start. 12 of their 18 coming from behind the arc.
Yeah, they're making this work the hard way. Who knows if it's going to be able to be sustained, but definitely going to be a big option if they can.
And Gunderson, nice post fade. He's in store for a big game. Oh, and a foul on Hunter, a little too aggressive.
I mean, if that had turned into a steal, it would have been worth it, but I think Duke has that to give out right now.
Now here's Moffitt in the corner. Now Blunt.
Take advantage of that mismatch, Blunt.
Ooh, working against his former teammate. Gets the post hook. Oh, can't get it to fall.
Mojo manages to make that stop.
Now on the other end, Hunter getting the defense in the air. Blocked. And at the end of the first quarter, Duke 20, Villanova 18. Stick around. We'll be right back with your second quarter action. CSBA on Twitch. And we're back here. 2-point lead for the Blue Devils. It's been really close.
Yeah.
This first quarter back and forth a bit. Nova doing really well from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they really have. I think a lot of people expected Duke to be well ahead at this point, but they still have plenty of time, and they're such a talented squad top to bottom that they definitely have the opportunity to just hit a run and blow this wide open.
Is that jumper from the mid-range no good from Mojo. Now Allen spinning, fading, but can't hit. Oh, and almost a steal by Chambers. Blanton, nice fadeaway, and it looks like this Blue Devil team has worked on their post fades in practice all week.
Yeah, I was a little bit over past what was necessary.
Oh, and they say last touch by Allen.
Yeah, that was a huge poke out there by Duke. Was that Knox that got the poke?
Yes.
That's a very large man with very active hands.
Yes, as they're running him at the 4. I mean, the matchup against, this is great matchups down low. Is Blanton pull up trade, no good.
Fellows with a keyboard there.
Now here's Chambers.
I'm really enjoying the ball movement out of Nova. They're just not getting much to work with it.
This is Chambers blocked out of bounds. Oh, and they say Duke ball.
Ooh,
Might have touched his hand on the way out.
tough break there.
Now here's Rising. He gets it to the plan. Will give it back to Rising and do a pick and roll, pick and pop. He got the mismatch down low and he'll attack. There's Blanton going up, tough layup, no good, but Knox not able to get the finish. And Yao getting him another opportunity.
They did a full reset there, but we've still got some mismatches here.
Shot clock winding down. It have to be a contested 3 from Sprouts. No good, and a great defensive possession from Villanova.
I mean, the results didn't lie. I would have liked it to have been a little cleaner, but they walked away dodging that bullet.
It's now pass inside the Gracos, off the glass and good. Caught the defense sleeping. Yao got stuck behind the screen. Here's Sprouts. Oh, gets almost stripped.
Mojo's got such good instincts just to go after that.
Oh, and a foul on the inside. Sprouts will go to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first, extending the lead to 3. Hits the second as well. Now Chambers up top to Allen. And the lob stolen away by Blanton.
Great D there by Bland. Good awareness.
And Rising to pull up for 3. That one no good, but there's Yao able to get the offensive board and the quick layup.
Does the goaltending call even do anything in that case?
No, it's just an extra blow of the whistle.
Okay.
Now here's Gracco's bucket and the foul. Doc Gracco's.
That's big. Gets him back within a single possession. Assuming he can make the free throw, but I kind of expect that at Doc.
And able to complete the three-point play. Now here's Rising, tough shot, up and good.
I mean, this is the big danger of Mojo, that the more he shoots, the better he gets his range down, and he's just gonna get hot and keep hot.
Yeah, we know what kind of game he can have when he gets it going. Oh, and a block by Meow, but there's Gracco's there.
Absolutely huge effort.
You need all the points you can get. And this one is it's do or die time. It's Rising at the step back, not able to hit. Tipped out, but Nova able to gain possession. Back up top to Allen.
I think Chambers is a little outmatched if he gets inside, so I'd like to see him stay more at the perimeter.
Fellows with a deep three, good, and a tie game.
Back up. Here come the bench units, though. This is where Duke needs to try and pull ahead.
So they call the timeout here. Villanova, 7 seed, really hanging tough here. The great team like Duke.
It's always the 7s that give people the sweats, though. Like,
last year
for
was
some reason, the
seed.
7s do a really good job of making upsets be in people's minds.
Because they're like borderline 6 seeds, you know.
Yeah.
Which is very manageable to happen, a 6 beating a 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Nova like last season it was Syracuse, a 7 seed,
Mm-hmm.
and beat a 2. So
Yep.
deep 3 hits nothing but glass, and it'll be
big chance for Villanova to take their first lead of this game.
Yes, they do. It's Andrews. Bring it up. Driving in. Good. And Nova takes their first lead of the game on a 10-2 run.
That is not what you want to see if you're a Duke fan. They need to tighten this one up.
Oh, and a foul inside. I'm going to have to hack him and make him go earn those at the line if I'm Villanova.
Yeah, I mean, can't let him just eat easy in the paint. He is by far the biggest body out there, and
Take a break.
just can't make it easy on him.
As he misses the first.
We haven't seen much out of Aiden King or Gaston Lewis here through this one. Duke might want to see if they can get them going during this rotation.
He made the second.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's Moffitt. Over to Andrews, open for 3. Not able to hit that one.
Big rebound there by Riley Hunter.
Now the other way, here's Khan. Pull up from the free throw line. He can't hit it, but there's Gunderson, bucket and the foul that time.
Yeah, can't afford to give him those though. Like, fouling is good, but only if you're gonna make sure it doesn't go in.
Gunderson will go to the line for one more. +7 advantage on the boards for Duke.
I mean, that's not a surprise given how big they're playing.
as he completes a 3-point play. Now a 2-point lead for the Blue Devils.
Yeah. I always have a lot of respect for Coach Joey Phillips because he basically plays the regular season very conservatively, not a lot of tinkering, but there's always a wrinkle come playoff time.
Nice bucket from Broski. As he dices through the defense for the slam. Now Khan. Shot clock winding down. They bring the double over 2 guys. Hits it. Wow.
Big clutch bucket there by the freshman.
And the 2-point lead back in the hands of the Blue Devils. It's been back and forth. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Villanova so far.
Yeah, they definitely feel like they're kind of playing above their 7 seed for sure. Like, I honestly don't have any complaints about Duke's game so far. This is a very reasonable game. They're probably not quite content with their scoring, but they're on a pace to potentially get themselves to 40, which would be an 80-point game. That isn't disappointing. It's just that Villanova feels like they've been playing ahead. Ooh, real lucky there that wasn't a backcourt.
Yeah, I thought they would call it, but Riley Hunter getting a bucket and the foul. Another and one, and you see the second chance points for Duke. They got 6 second chance points, only 2-point difference.
I mean, this kind of feels like the bench unit is beginning to flex their talent, though. They're pulling away a little, going on a run of their own.
As we're nearing the end of the second quarter, might be a, no one on a 10-2 run in the same amount of time.
Yeah, I am amused by the fact that apparently the answer to no backcourt is to have tiny raccoon paws.
Guess so. It's a 3. Oh, it was halfway down.
I mean, there have been a couple of those that felt like Nova should have had them, and if both of those had gone, it would still be a pretty close game here. But that's kind of the danger of the 3-ball. You live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Yes. They had a great transition possession there. Duke thrives on their transition. Those guys can get out and run. It's Andrews post fade. Oh, and able to drop.
Well, that was one that bounced their way at least. You can't say it's all been bad.
Yeah, it's now the good pass inside, and Gunderson just eating down low.
Yeah, unfortunately Bagwell was in a place where either he could stop him from going or he could try and intercept the pass. He chose to try and intercept, and well, now Gunderson is feeling himself in a big way.
And he gets the block there inside.
I don't know why Broski forced it. Didn't seem like a good percentage take there.
And Khan off the glass. Here's Andrews, will probably pull it out for 1.
I mean, King is playing him real close there.
Gets the steal, and King with the finesse layup.
And just like that, they ran out to 11 points without blinking.
And at the half, Duke 45, Villanova 34. Stick around, we'll be right back with your CSBA halftime show. And we're back here in the studio for your halftime show. It was a very close first quarter. And the second quarter kind of started the same way, but late in that second quarter, I think the last 2 minutes, it was all Duke. As they extended their lead out to 11. Riley, talk to me a bit about that first half.
Well, I think that that Nova did a really good job of keeping up the momentum there right up until the bench unit caught fire in that second quarter, like you said. That basically they were able to establish themselves and get in a rhythm, and I think that was kind of the key. They were feeding Loki Gunderson, and the fact that he's got a good, 4 inches on the next tallest man on the court really is doing some work for them.
Yes, for sure. And for Nova, they gotta limit those dry spells. As you see what happens when Duke gets those opportunities to run it up, they don't miss those opportunities much.
Yeah, they're a very streaky team, and if you let them go on a run, they're going to hurt you in a big way. Unfortunately, now the Nova squad has an 11-point deficit to crawl out of, and so it's just a matter of trying to see whether they can. As we look at Loki Gunderson, our top scorer, with 14.
14 and 4 in that first half.
I mean, that's a huge contribution from the bench, and it looks like they're just exploiting that mismatch. Nova's playing a very tall look on the front, and so it leaves Duke in a good place to exploit that bench.
This is a foul call there. Remain Duke's ball. Gunderson over to Yao. Here's Rising, the step back jumper over Blunt, off the glass, no good.
It's interesting, we're seeing some extended minutes from Gunderson here with Knox on the court as well.
Ooh, and a nice tray ball from Damian Chambers.
I mean, that's a great way to build some momentum, get him back in this.
So now here's Rising. Getting the screen, step back, loses the defender. Oh my goodness.
I mean, he is just so dangerous. You can't give him even an inch of room, but even if you don't, that just means you're going to end up fouling him probably.
So now Chambers driving and getting it blocked by Knox. Here comes Rising all the way. No one stopped the ball.
I mean, that's Mojo for you. He's going to come flying and he's going to do damage.
That's the one thing you do in transition is stop the ball. So now here's Allen.
I mean, I think Mojo may be one of the premier transition threats in the league, though. Always has been.
And a nice heads-up lob from Allen to Seti Blunt.
I mean, Blunt is just a absolutely dangerous beast himself.
The last 3 seasons here at Villanova, his freshman year at Georgetown, that historic season 3 class.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be one of the best draft classes in history. I think there's a good chance that they could have 5 different first rounders with Toy already in the league.
Yep. And that weird shot, good from Yao. Downtown, Blunt losing the defense and hitting.
That was Fellows, but yes.
Or Fellows, my bad. Who did I say?
Blunt.
Whoops.
I mean, the two of them are really good friends. They probably are fine with that.
Oh, and Mojo, great pass out of a shot to Knox.
I mean, that's Mojo for you again. Just absolutely gonna kill you any way he can. He loves to have the ball. He loves to take the shot because he just knows he's the best player on the court and he can hurt you. But when he sees that, he's gonna take it.
And Fellows putting a dent on the rim. Not going out without a fight here. So now Sprouts lobbing it up to Knox.
That one was a little bit off kilter, but a great execution and adjustment by Knox there.
Oh, and Gracos on the other end getting the dunk and the foul. Just planting the check in for Gunderson, who has some extended minutes here in the third.
That may end up being key, honestly, just with the fact that that'll give a little bit less height for the bench unit. We'll see how that plays out.
Gracos hits the three, or hits the free throw. I don't know what I'm saying tonight.
It was the 3-point play that mostly made sense. But I really am. This is getting a little worrisome because at this point, Nova's doing a great job of scoring. They've been keeping up with Duke here and haven't been falling any behind, but they need to get some stops. The Duke starters have seemed to have caught that same fire that the bench unit had, and it's just been a little bit of a rough going here for them trying to get any stops.
There's now Gracos with another bucket, up to 12 points in this game for the Wildcats.
Yep, and the bench units are looking to check in.
Now he's Rising at the top of the key.
I'm honestly a little surprised that Rising didn't use the fact that Chambers got a little locked up and just cook him.
Now over to Yao. Shot blocked, not out of bounds. 0.6 on the clock.
Well, it's not impossible to get that to go, but I'm not gonna like hold my breath.
If for sure, Connor, Gracos has been a great player. I'm in the CSBA, averaging a career double-digit points. See, averaging 12 this year with 5.7 rebounds. And oh man, if they just had a tick more, Riley Hunter was trying to do magic.
I mean, that was quick release, but it wasn't quite quick enough.
Yeah, Gracos, I think do you think he's a first-round pick?
I think so. At
Yeah.
this point, I mean, there's a lot of big men in this class. I think that a lot of teams still need a big quality big man. The Clips definitely do, and so I think there's going to be a lot of people who look at him as a first-round talent.
Yeah, I definitely have him as a first-round talent.
I think both of the Nova centers go in the first half of the first round even. I'll be spicier than that.
Oh, nice. That one no good. Yeah, I got Allen in the first round too, as a sneaky good guard defender.
I would agree.
Oh, and Hunter driving in.
Managed to just get a big step and drive it home.
And he's a definite first round pick.
Oh yeah. Although I think that some people are gonna forget what he's done and let him fall into the bottom half. That's kinda, they shouldn't, but I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, and Hunter, that time no good. Now on the other end, good layup from Borges.
Yeah, that was a great little take there, and the first time we've really talked about Borges. He's been really quiet. Him and Gaston Lewis are just, I guess, holding each other in check.
Now here's King, step back jumper, not able to hit.
Good D there by Bagwell.
Oh, and a blocking foul from King. It's Borges. Looked like he had the lane.
I mean, that might have been a good foul then, but at the same time, it's getting to the point where you really don't want to give up extra fouls if you can help it.
Oh, and off the glass. Fancy finish from Andrews.
Yeah, they've done a really good job despite the fact that Andrews is at -8. Like, this rotation has definitely been a lot less dangerous with Gunderson on the bench and Blanton out there.
Yes, is Khan able to get that layup to go? Pushing it
These
back
squads
to 10.
have just been trading buckets. I don't think either side is getting stops.
Yes, Nova will take the timeout. We'll take this break for a little commercial.
Yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode. Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had a papoose. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 AM and I'm back up popping with the crew.
we're back here. 10-point lead for the Blue Devils. Broski will have possession of it for the Wildcats.
Going into this one, if you told me it was going to be a shootout, I wouldn't have believed it. I don't think.
Oh, and Andrews not able to hit that one. Lewis, good pass inside to Blanton. Now over to Andrews, who loses the defense for three. Oh, he can't hit it. Good opportunity though.
Yeah, great take. I just apparently Cone with that afro was able to get that intimidation factor in play. Maybe he's got giant center-like footfalls and you can hear him coming a mile away. Though I still think the intimidation comes from the afro.
Oh, and that time good.
Andrews is already up to 15.
Yeah,
it's a lot of high scoring from just a couple guys.
Is Cone, not Khan?
I think it's Cone. Pretty sure it's Cone.
Cone with a nice layup. It's Cone? Okay. Been saying Khan this whole time.
I mean, half the broadcasters can't speak anyway, so it's not like we're sure about things.
Yeah, good thing you didn't have to have a degree for this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's now Blanton. Oh, Riley Hunter able to get it back.
Oh, that was just dirty, Riley.
Just in stride for the layup.
Yeah, didn't even pause, just continued out of bounds. Like, that was a much harder shot than that looked.
A tough three from Moffitt. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, Duke 68, Villanova 55. Get those fours up. We'll be right back. The fourth quarter. Back here with your State Farm assist of the game. It'll be the dime behind the back to Gunderson for the easy stuff.
I'm a way more here for that than I have been for a lot of these. There is still a window here where the rotations on this Duke squad might be able to let Nova come back in. Gunderson is just coming back out and is going to play some with the starters, which means that it's going to get a little bit cramped as Andrews gets knocked out there.
Is say last touch and much of the Nova starters coming back in the game.
I mean, they need to play this last stretch here.
Same with Duke, but Gunderson, he's still out there. He's playing a little point guard role. Oh.
Doesn't quite have the same handles that Mojo Rising does, that's for sure.
Same bald head. Oh, and a baldy to baldy.
The cue ball loop.
The cue ball. Oh man, I was thinking cone head.
I mean, they don't quite have that, but this is a very bald squad. That's definitely true.
The Duke education is stressing them out. Oh, Chambers fighting to the rim. Oh, Gunderson, nice pass to Risen.
Yeah, that felt inevitable when you watched him go.
Gunderson showing off his playmaking ability.
Yeah, you don't expect that from the point center.
Oh, and a foul. Knox.
I think Knox got a little bit lucky there that Fellows didn't manage to get it up in a way that called it a shooting foul.
Oh, inbound to Blunt. Oh, here's Fellows for three. Not able to hit. Here comes Mojo spinning. Step back. Good. Duke is extending their lead here in this one up to 17.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of snuck up on us. That it feels like Nova has played better than this, but at the same time, Duke has just kind of pulled away.
That's 4 on Knox. One more and we'll be playing the Blues.
I mean, we might see him sit down now, but that's gonna make the rotations even more exciting.
There's no player in sight. The coach's table. This Coach Legion has faith in his big guy. This Blunt hits the first one.
That could also be a big impact if we see the starting center foul out.
Yeah, could swing it. Depending on how early it is.
It'd have to be soon. If you're Nova, I guess you just have to attack him and try and force him into it.
Oh, is it still there? Graco's pushing back to Fellows. Pull up. Good. Stephen Fellows the second. Now Duke with possession. Horizon gets a good screen. Step back. Thought about it. Chambers can't get from behind, and Mojo still hits it.
I mean, if your defender gets stuck behind you and can't make his way around without fouling, like, it's gonna be a long night.
So now here's Fellows. Pull up Trey. Bang!
That was big.
Now down to a 12-point game. If Nova can get a few more stops, this one is right back in it. Now lob up to Horizon.
Really hard to get stops against Mojo when he's on fire like this.
He continues to get buckets. He's now feeling himself over to Chambers, driving and stripped.
I mean, that's why Mojo is dangerous. He hasn't really been much of a defensive hard point this game, but he's one of the best defensive point guards in the league.
And a nice bucket inside from Gunderson. And this crowd feels it for the Blue Devils.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and shout out Aaron Ike for that 100-bit donation. Appreciate you, my guy. Gunderson able to hit the second, or hit the free throw. Now here's Fellows, pull up Jay, knocks it down, and Fellows is having a great game here tonight, up to 21 points.
Yeah, he's just cooking Meow by comparison, but honestly, Nova's running through Fellows and Meow isn't being asked, so.
And Sprouts just get into the cup.
Feels like right now it's going to be a futile effort if Nova can't get these stops.
It's now Chambers. Getting the screen, pull up Jay. No good. A lob up to Knox. He misses it. Misses the second, gets a third opportunity, and that time's good.
Can't let him have three for sure.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, I mean, it's an adage for a reason.
Oh, and a block inside as the Blue Devils running. Mojo just missed it, but gets it to Knox sooner or later.
Mojo likes assists almost as much as he likes buckets.
I want to lob up to Blunt. Duke will take one of their last 2 timeouts with 3 minutes left here. Up 19.
I think that was mostly to get Blanton in so Gunderson could rest.
As we back here, your Jordan Brand player of the game, none other than Mojo Rising.
Not much of a surprise there for sure. I mean, he's electric.
Yes, for sure. As the winner of this game, well, it seems if everything plays out how it is, it'll be Duke facing off against the winner of tomorrow's first game, Michigan State versus Georgetown. As that one will be some fireworks tomorrow.
For sure. And we can't sleep on Sparty. Nobody is able to write off their first opponent, or else you risk going home. But would be a lot of fun to play against Mojo.
Yeah.
Have so much respect for him. Clearly, we retired his number this season, and well, put it in the Ring of Honor, which is not exactly quite the same, but
Yes, he
definitely a ton of respect, and would like to get that emergent storyline.
sprouts for 3. Not able to hit. Blanton's tip no good, but Knox getting the Blue Devils another opportunity.
Knox is pretty well out of the danger at this point, though, because almost no chance that he ends up fouling out in a way that hurts him.
And Mojo adding insult to injury, another 3 from him. As Knox will hit the bench with those 4 fouls. Owen Fellows. Over to Andrews. Shot clock winding down. Deep 3. Not able to hit.
Stream chat is calling that O rebounds pretty much killed Nova, and I think I'd agree.
Oh, and a foul inside. Another bucket for Mojo Rising.
Just padding them stats because he can.
As they'll sit down Gracos probably in his last game in the CSBA college level. Him and Blunt and Allen, all 3 will be headed to the CSBA Pro League draft.
And Fellows, but he's still out there.
Yeah, he's still got buckets to get. Draft stock to improve.
I mean, he's done a good job of that tonight. He really showed out.
Yeah, led this team in scoring and just continues to eat up. Now 25 points, 10 of them in the paint.
It's a huge effort.
So now here's Rising. Tipped and stolen by Fellows. And Andrews 3, bang! Making it a little more respectable.
Yeah, just kind of chewing away at that margin, but mostly Duke's goal here is just to eat the clock. This is already out of hand, but
And a 3, Riley Hunter.
saying no, we want that 21-point win. This is a good chance that we get down to the point where Duke doesn't get any more points. It's probably going to be 96.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to take a shot here.
This Mojo will slow it down. Dishes out to Hunter. And a jumper up, no good. And there's Blanton on the offensive glass again. And at the end of this one, Duke 98, Villanova 75. And a great game from the Blue Devils, advancing to the Sweet 16, where they'll await the winner of Georgetown, Michigan State. And what a season for the Wildcats, as they will be on to the offseason and have a lot of question marks to answer, as they will lose 5 seniors this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of retooling, but I honestly think that Coach Joey P is one of the best recruiters in the league, and so he's going to cook up a new vision, and he's going to keep just absolutely killing it in the Big East.
Yeah, as we look at the team comparisons, much of it in the Duke favor.
It's the rebounding. Like, we knew it was going to be the rebounding, and it is.
Yeah.
The bench points was also a big factor for sure. Points in the paint was just enormous for Duke, but really it's mostly in the rebounding. They did just such a good job on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, plus 16 in the rebounding category for the Blue Devils. As we take a look at some of the box scores, Mojo Rising with 25 here tonight. Very efficient, 10 of 15. Look at that, 7 of 7 for Gunderson. Perfect from the field, except from at the free throw line. But he had a great game off the bench, 17-5, two steals. More
Yeah,
steals
it's a
than
lot
blocks.
for a big man.
Yeah, Riley Hunter finishing with 14 and 6. He had a very good game. 6
Yeah,
of 12.
just an enormous performance by all those 3.
Yeah, Knox with 10 and 4, 3 blocks. Look at that, 7. Is that right? 7 offensive rebound, or no, 4 offensive
4
rebounds.
offensive rebounds. Yeah.
So yeah, he was living on that offensive glass. All 4 of his rebounds were offensive rebounds.
I mean, if you're gonna live, that's a way to live.
Yeah, Rick Kahn with 8 and 3, Meow 7, 3 and 2. Blanton with 6 and 7. He had 2 offensive rebounds. Him and Yao
2 blocks and a steal. Yeah,
Mhm.
just like it was honestly just the defense came on strong towards the end.
Gaston Lewis with a very quiet game. No points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. They didn't even let him shoot the ball.
No, but I mean, you can't fault him for that if it wasn't asked of him. Just keep your head down. The coach was being humble there.
As Stephen Fellows leads the Wildcats with 25 tonight, 11 of 15. Even more efficient than Mojo a bit. But
I mean, if you're gonna have your last game be this one, that's a heck of a showing for Fellows.
yeah, for sure, you see Andrews with 18 off the bench. Gracos with 12, 3 and 3. Blunt 6 and 6. Chambers with 5. No assists. That's the thing that kind of killed him. He didn't get anybody else involved.
Mm-hmm.
And Broski with 5 as well. And Borges, that only 2 he had early in the game, and that was about it. You know, there's just very good defense from Duke.
I think Braden Allen did a lot of the facilitating for that starting unit
Yeah.
with those 4 assists. I think that it kind of was a shared role, but honestly, Chambers did a standout job just trying to take the tough assignment of dealing with Mojo, and there's no shame in having Mojo go off.
Yeah, for sure. As you see, there's Moffitt with 2 assists to round him out. We appreciate everyone tuning into this one. It's been a good one, a good night of games. Any final thoughts, Riley?
Nah, just a lot of props to both squads. Great job by Duke. Nova, you'll retool and come back strong. Keep your head up. Let's get the rest of this first round of March Madness.
Yes, sir. As we got a slate of games tomorrow. But for this one, it's your boy Dick Dickey. And joining me tonight was Riley. We're signing out. Peace.